Now at 10:30, the fentanyl crisis is devastating families, especially parents who lose a child to the deadly opioid epidemic. It is an unimaginable heartbreak that rocked Matt Capelouto's world 2 days before Christmas in 2019, and that is when his teenage daughter purchased what she thought were prescription pills online.
They turned out to be fake and packed with fentanyl. His loss led to changes in how prosecutors handle fentanyl death cases, with criminals now serving time behind bars. KTLA's Corrine Winter has his story.
She was the light of her family's life, a college student in her sophomore year at Arizona State University, majoring in sociology, who was a budding artist.
These were all paintings that she did.
And talented poet.
This was her book of writings.
But Alexandra Capelouto's short storybook life was shattered one day back in 2019, just 2 days before Christmas, when the 20-year-old purchased what she thought were oxycodone pills on Snapchat. But that turned out to be fake. The pills were packed with 5 times the fatal amount of fentanyl. Inside their Temecula home the next morning, Alex's mom, Christine, found her dead in her bedroom.
It's a game changer. Life will never be the same.
The Riverside County coroner ruled Alex's death an accidental overdose. But her dad, Matt Capelouto, said no, it was murder, and that his daughter never knew the drugs she consumed would kill her. He relentlessly embarked on a mission that would shake up the criminal justice system in Riverside County and quickly got the attention of their top prosecutor.
I wrote a letter to our district attorney, Mike Hestrin.
That one Facebook message in early 2020 sparked the change needed to flip the landscape of the fentanyl crisis in this county. Capelouto found out District Attorney Mike Hestrin was unaware of an alarming issue. Back then, law enforcement officials were not investigating fentanyl death cases criminally. They were simply viewed as accidental overdoses, so the DA's office was out of the loop when it involved any prosecution.
I met with Mr. Hestrin within a few weeks after this happened, shared with him our story, and he agreed. He agreed this was murder.
You know, his question really kind of haunted me. Why isn't this murder?
Not only did he listen, but he took action.
Hey, hands up, hands up!
This is that action that started with a specialized narcotics task force. Undercover law enforcement teams began hitting the streets, aggressively targeting alleged fentanyl dealers, including members of the cartel. Their arrests led to more criminal charges and prosecutions. Deputy DAs secured their first murder charge ever in February 2021.
Riverside County is leading the way in going after these fentanyl dealers, or simply what I like to call them as death dealers. That's what they are.
Since 2021, the Riverside County DA's office has prosecuted about 20 fentanyl-related death cases. Other jurisdictions like San Bernardino and Orange counties have taken notice. Their district attorneys, too, have cracked down on criminals. Drug dealers can now face murder charges if someone dies from fentanyl poisoning. Critics say long-standing laws have actually protected individuals with the burden of proving implied malice, that a drug dealer knew the substance they were selling would cause someone to die, like Alex.
In my daughter's short 20 years of life, she taught me far more in the last 2.5 years than I ever taught her.
The feds ended up handling Alex's case since prosecutors didn't meet the burden of implied malice at the state level. Under federal law, you don't need to meet that burden. The defendant admitted he knew the pills were fake and made of fentanyl. And right in the middle of our interview, an unexpected phone call.
This is the DEA agent that arrested the person.
The lead federal agent on the case called to inform Capelouto his daughter's killer had agreed to a plea bargain and could face decades behind bars. These courageous but heartbroken parents say nothing will bring Alex back, but say she's with them every day in the fight to save lives until they meet again.
I'm going to see my daughter, and last thing I would want is her to say, "Dad, why don't you do anything about this?" She's guiding me. We're doing it together.
Corrine Winter, KTLA 5 News.